You don't need an echo, right? But like, okay. I know you probably clicked on this video and are like, Cryptid Thunder. What? Nuh-uh. It's clearly for the Crusaders guy. But I beg to disagree. Alright? This is gonna be my school assignment. Alright? This is for a school assignment, so for debate club. So what first of all, am I getting stick drift? First of all, his range is insane. He's like a Widowmaker tank. So that he has no damage fall off is what I'm getting at. He will kill just as, if not more effectively at long range. And he couldn't even help with it, because he can keep his allies alive like that, right? I'd say this video is titled, He's the Most Versatile Tank, for a reason. So, he has great range. Like, over there, you still do the same amount of damage here. You kill them just as fast as you do up close. You're like, oh, but he's only good at long ranges. I'll allow to direct you to the nearest comedy club. Granted, it's only for 8 seconds. So, and that's why you just, back off. Drink a 7-Up. Chill out. That's why you have your shield, too. It's not just to shield your teammates, it's also to keep you alive. I gotta edit that. But, oh crap, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's fine now. But like, are pretty stinking good. This is why I'm arguing he's the most versatile, because you can have him play long range. Like, if there's a Widow that's like ruining your day, you can just and then just beam them. And yeah, damage, but it can be the difference between life and death sometimes, I swear. Because it's, we're just straight up ignoring his counters. Alright, his counters. Alright, his counters. This woman, her bubble, torn apart nigh instantly. And since she can't get her bubble up if she's, dead. But, oh, you say, what about Ball? Well, Ball is going to be flying at you. That's why you have Nemesis form. You also have this. I completely ignored this because it wasn't central to my argument. Like, a Nemesis form can kill a Wrecking Ball. This is in the practice. Granted, this is a roll queue in the practice range, but like, still, it's not that many more punches. And if you do need more, you can just back off. Have some brain cells. And look, and full clip almost killed a roll queue Wrecking Ball. Just from his thing, assuming you hit every shot. Oh, Winston. Winston Overwatch. Winston? He dives you, you have Nemesis form. He tears you apart. Just like that. Sigma? Sigma is interesting, because he can shut down your long-range capability. But the best part about you is your short range. Also, you come to the floor. Get on our level. You can also still beam him. But like, let's say his shield shuts down your long range. Just walk closer, beat him to death. Just like walk closer. Oh, but what if he has his rock? That's what this is for. You wait till he cycles his rock and then you just beam him.
Another casualty.
Roadhog. Roadhog is interesting because you counter him and he counters you. So what I'm getting at is he has this hook, right? He has this horrible hook that everyone actively hates. So he hooks you, right? Boom, Nemesis form. However, if you, or alternatively, if you don't have Nemesis form on, if you have Nemesis form on cooldown, then you're pretty much just boned. But like, you can still beam him. You can still beam him from like an insanely long range away. Almost a full clip. Almost a full clip. One taps a Roadhog. Almost a full clip can kill a Roadhog. No, actually, don't even. Not even almost. Just nearly, like a full clip, like a 2/3 of a clip, kills the Roadhog. So as long as you keep your distance and keep your shield on when like the Roadhog's around, and you just beam him until he dies, you win that fight. All right, now Reinhardt. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you know a few things about Overwatch, and one thing is, no one's better at close range combat than that man. However, Ryan's shield completely mitigated by Nemesis form. That's why you do that, you back off, and then you put your shield up. And you can, you know, beam the DPS.
You wage a war you cannot win.
And then you just beam the DPS, but like, you just go up to the Ryan, beat the ever-living crap out of him. Like, moving him around. With his recent nerf being pretty big, you can do this even faster. Ramattra, your antithesis, literally you, is beam blocked. His headshot box is actually pretty big with ROMs. A headshot box is it's pretty generous.
You were warned.
Like it's a pretty large hitbox. That's one thing about Rom, is that his head hitbox is pretty large. Boom, Nemesis form, boom, Nemesis form. Then you have a aim duel. Orisa, I'd say you're hard counter. That you don't even really get hard countered by, because just wait, energy javelin, cycle, beam them, they're gonna fortify, then beat the ever-living crap out of them. I don't understand how people don't understand how to counter Orisa. It's really annoying. She's like, oh, she's broken. Just play Ramattra. Stop sleeping on him.
I'm sorry.
But like, even if you don't have, all right, let's say you don't have Nemesis form on cycle or your shield, just move out of the way slightly. You know, that thing's coming at you like 10 miles an hour. Just do that. I mean, granted, it's pretty hard considering all the inputs going on around the map, but like, boom, shield, assuming that lag doesn't happen, they're gonna do that, and they're gonna fortify. Junker Queen. Junker Queen is interesting, because she's like a better Roadhog, basically. So, and her head hitbox is small. So, you beam her, and you just, I don't understand. But like, you just back away. Back away. You can either go Nemesis form and risk your damage, risk your health, or you can like, you know, calm down, drink a 7-Up. Because her hitbox is small, I wouldn't recommend go. Junker Queen is interesting. Just bully them into switching, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Doom. My favorite character in Overwatch. Interesting. Because Mr. Doomfist over here can shut down your ultimate really easily. I haven't even gotten into ults yet. And I'm getting there. But like, same argument with Roadhog. Just like, he's gonna be diving into you. You're practically built to counter dive. Diva? I don't know if I went over Diva, but I think I did in my last video. Like, you just sit there patiently and wait for the Diva to get out of their mech. So here's what you do, right? You head up to the Diva. You start beating the ever-living crap out of them, right? You're beam. Boom, they're down. Back off, put up your shield, then beam the baby Diva. It's gonna be harder than that, but that's like your hardest character to fight. That and Junker Queen and Orisa are probably your hardest fights. As long as you're competent, though, it shouldn't be an issue. Now, what counters you? This woman. Just now, recently, this woman can counter you. As a tank, she has more health than you when her ult happens. Not even functioning, just straight up more health. But same thing applies with Reinhardt. Just go into Nemesis form. Pick them, block away, block away, block away. Block away. I haven't even gotten a block. Ana. This will be your worst nightmare. This is your hard, like, uncle when they go drive past the children's playground hard. This is your worst nightmare, alright? And she's gonna sleep dart you, right? And it wrecks your ult. So let's say, oh, I want to ult. She's gonna sleep you. That's like 5 seconds off your ult. And you'll still be killing. You're still gonna be killing them, but you're gonna be asleep. And that leaves that her team could just kill you instantly. Another counter to you, surprisingly, I found Mr. Reaper. Alright, hear me out. Let me cook. Let me cook. You have the same close quarters level combat capabilities. But if you're off cooldown, you're basically screwed. If you're a bad bomb, you're just dead here. If that Reaper catches you off cooldown, then you're dead. Same thing with Bastion. If your shield's not on cooldown, you're dead. But you can do the same thing with, I recommend for everything. Wait till they break your shield, and then by then the vast majority of their tank forms should be on, so you can just push up, rip them apart piece by piece. Like actual are like snipers. Snipers and Sombra. The S characters that I hate are the snipers and Sombra and Symmetra. Alright? That's what... Because she can hack you out of your shield and then leave you open to get instantly murdered. Tanks don't counter you, DPS and supports do. Alright? Echo isn't really a problem. As much as you think it'd be. Cassidy, with his recent nerf, you're going to be wrecking him up. Sure, you have like a lot less health to gamble. Sure, he has 25 less health to gamble with, but like, just chill out, man. You know, maybe drink a 7-Up. Calm down. Just. Oh, Boop by Lucio is gonna still one-shot you, because reasoning. Wife lever. All right. This light skin stare looking ass, flower loving, grippers out, looking ass. If you're about to pop, it's just the same thing. I just hate this guy so much. It's not that like I don't like gay people. It's not that at all. It's just I don't like this man in particular. Moira, just please remove. She's not fun to fight. I enjoy just doing this in the practice range, just grabbing all the different characters and just shooting her in the head. 'Cause it's just so entertaining, because 9 times out of 10, my Moira ain't healing. 9 times out of 10, your Moira ain't healing. Widowmaker, but like now we're getting back in again. Widowmaker's your worst nightmare. Why? Because you're gonna be fighting over here, all the way in the back line. You're in the front lines, right? You don't have your shield on cooldown. You have your shield up. Boom. She can just move over there. Boom. Your head's gone. Unless you have your doohickey. But like, let's say they're running Sombra Widowmaker, which I hope you never fight as a tank man. But like, whatever. I pray you never find this. But if you do, bait out the Widowmaker. So act like you're gonna put your shield up, like look over there with like this, and then wait for them to move, and then you're gonna put your shield up, right? You're gonna do that, and then you can just you can beam them to where you think they're gonna be, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be there because Rom is freaking busted. All right, and then let me cook. All right, Kiriko can actually kill your ult because of her Suzu. Like, it's a second, and that's like 1 second of your ult gone. That's really it. Neutral characters, just don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. Don't just, fight the Reinhardt because unstoppable force and movable object. You can still kill him, just a little bit harder. Just like, don't let the Ryan charge you. Play safe. He's gonna be playing shield. If you're not in Nemesis form all the time, then he's gonna be charging you. Then he's not gonna be charging you, and he's gonna be playing shield Reinhardt, right? 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. He's gonna be playing shield Ryan if you're not in your Nemesis form. The moment you pop into that, expect a charge. Bait the charge out is what I'm trying to say. Bait out your Ryan's charge. That's my advice for him. You also completely counter Zarya. Just so much damage. You do so much damage that it don't matter. If they bubble, then you 2 punches it. I had like 3 seconds to spare. You can still do it. Orisa? Orisa's just a nightmare. If you play her, I hate you. But like, bait out energy javelin with your sheep. Try and bait out energy javelin if you can, and then try and keep your distance. Until energy javelins pop, then go Nemesis and then just bang, 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 bang. The only character I'd say would really only tank I'd say would be his counter, is Ramattra. It's like because his head hitbox is so big. That's why he's also an easy target for snipers, because that's his head.
Another one falls.
That's this man's head. That's his head, right there. Right. That's his head. He has a huge head hitbox, but that's why he needs his shield. But like, he's the only tank that can really ruin your day. That and Rogue. But like, if you're up against an enemy tank that's competent and is gonna try and counterpick you with Sigma, I guess is his counter. Don't be an idiot. Play the long range game, because Sigma, I noticed he doesn't have. He falls into like he doesn't have as good of range because you're up, you're immune to that. Just play long range, and then if he's about to ult, you can run away pretty fast. 'Cause he's actually really. And now my magnum opus onto why this guy is probably the most how do you say utility-based tank? The ultimate. Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. He can beam hundreds of clowns from a mile away, and it's not even funny. If you have it up for like the full 20 seconds, like it does crazy damage, dog. And you can follow it up with another 8 seconds of Nemesis form. Without the suck. And ignoring that you completely counter you counter Pharah Mercy, which is just wonderful because of your suck, your vortex. It's correct. But Ramattra is the most